All right. How we doing? Much better. All right. Welcome back in. We restarted the internet. We did some stuff. I think we're doing good now. Looks like a much better connection, less dropped frames. So I apologize to anyone that was trying to watch that, and I didn't notice that my connection was so bad there. So thank you to Arnav for pointing that out, and much appreciated. To our friend, keeping an eye, keeping us honest, keeping things looking good here. So let's get back into it, shall we? Get the music going again. Okay. And we refilled our coffee too while we were resetting the router and everything like that. So where were we? We were looking for the other double wide wedge, of which I think will be in this section. Just got to find it. I'm not seeing it. It's possible that I put one of each into different sections. But don't know. It is two of the same, right? Yeah. Yeah, should be. Should be. It's not secretly two 1x1s next to each other. Nope, it is not. Possible to be in here. What is my alternative if I can't find the piece here? I picked a really good time to pick this recording back up. Hunting for a piece. I should have just found it off camera. I forgot. I forgot what I was doing when we noticed the internet problems. Oh, no. There we go. Okay, we got it. We got it. So there we go. Our stairs. Ready to connect right here and right here. Right? Come on, yeah, rapscallion you. There we go. Everything in place. Stairs. So this is the access to the upper level is not inside the building at all. So this is completely its own structure on the first floor, and then we'll have a stairway up to get into the building. But first, we're going to do a little more decorating here. Let's get it on camera. We're going to go on this side of the building now with our pumpkins. Oh yes. Oh yes. pumpkins are a must. This one goes between the studs. Excuse me. There we go. Okay, very good. Oh, we got some more leaves to place because, of course, you can never have too many leaves. Adding pops of color and details to the ground level here. Very good. This one go on the jumper? It looks like it goes right here, but how would that work? I'm not really sure about this one. Let's leave that for a moment. We'll see if maybe a different angle shows better what we're expected to do with that one, because it's a little confusing at this juncture. Like maybe it's supposed to go on the jumper. This one goes in between the studs. Cool technique. I mean, this is a jumper, and then it looks like it's overlapping it. What would that even mean? Let's scroll back up to a step that showed this side. It's been a while. I'm not seeing anything. Let's check our parts for this to see. Oh, there's different colors of these too. Gotta be careful of the minute color differences in this set. But yeah, let's see. 3 of those flower, 5, 1, 1. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't know. Like, what is this supposed to? It's like it's supposed to be like just floating right here next to the jumper, almost. Very peculiar. We'll just let it free float. We'll let it free float for now. We've got our darker green for the pumpkin. Thankfully, it does not get one of these toppers, so we can kick that can down the road a little bit. Maybe by the time we get to building the tree, it'll be more clear what was intended. Really not getting anything else out of this step. Second pot. Treasure chest. It's only asking for the bottom part of the treasure chest, but I'm gonna say I'll put the whole thing for now. Can kind of open without displacing the pumpkin. We'll see. And we have a bucket. Yes, we do. Here is the bucket. Goes right here. Okay. It was hatchets in there. A hatchet and an axe. Okay. Or a cleaver. Okay, if you say so. Let's see here. Where's our tools? I only see a frying pan. Does our minifigures have them? No, we already took his hammer. there's a hatchet. Sorry, pumpkin, you're not really in a very good spot. Let's move this pumpkin to here. Sorry, Gr33tje, we're gonna have to overrule you there. I don't like that it doesn't let the thing open. There's our cleaver, okay. Cleaver in. Hatchet in. Everything's in place. And we're gonna add that right now, okay. We're gonna add our other lantern here. Let's see, not with that though. Interesting, okay. The brown C-clip. Going on a brown ink pot, I think. Yep. Where is a pesky brown ink pot? There's one. Okay. That's gonna go right here. So we've got a lantern inside and a lantern out front. Very good. And build a little tree here. Looks like one each of our leaf colors. So medium green, light green, dark green. We're going to go increase in brightness as we move up the plant here. So we got okay. So there's our little mini tree. Goes right here. Doesn't wanna. Not very good there. Is it just the weight? Maybe. It's in place. It's in place enough. Okay, I think that's everything. There's just a lot of pieces because of the lantern one too. No, where does this go? See where that stuff goes. See where that stuff goes. Huh. I think there might be one extra piece in the instructions here. So I'm not seeing where that's supposed to go. We'll move on for now. Alright, let's see. We got a froggy here. Froggy is supposed to go coming back around to this side of the building here. Froggy is right here. Doesn't really fit there. Oh, one lower, of course. Okay. There's our froggy. And another barrel. Barrel gets 3 black rods and music just died. My goodness. Technical problems abound. Okay, so it looks like it's supposed to be 3 of the longer black, the 4 stud black things, and then I don't know, it's showing 3. Now those are pretty tall. Maybe it is supposed to be 3 tall. I think it is supposed to be 3 tall ones. And then the brown brown ones as well. Dark brown. 2 of these. Another dark brown, so just a short black one. There we go. Okay. These are going to go right here. Okay. Swords. In this barrel. And a carrot in the box. Okay. So yeah, we're getting a good amount of details here on the outside of the building now. Ooh, interesting. Nice long railing here. We need it says on the second stud in for this one and the first stud for the other. That seems wrong, but let's see. Pass any judgment. It does seem odd though that this would be one stud in and this would be down here, but let's see. And then we need, so we got our longer rods for this. All of these guys to 3 of them, so one in the middle. Clamps into the spanners. Oh, they don't go through. That's very interesting. They can't push all the way through. They can merely be held. Okay. This is going to be pretty delicate, I think, but it's probably going to look cool. Try to get everything positioned and then I'll try to pick it up and show it off a little bit more. So this one wants to hold right there. It's right here. Okay. Well, that works. It's weird to me that it's at this angle. So it's angled out a little. But that's what it says, so also seems like it should be like this wants this to be scooted, but I don't know how that would work. What if this was out here? Would it then work how they want it to? Still not really. Okay. Well. Feels relatively stable and secure, so we're gonna leave it alone for now. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on the placement of these when we get back to a step that shows it at some point, because that looks a little peculiar to me. Certainly wouldn't fault them for making a mistake over the course of, you know, dozens of steps and incredibly complicated piece placement. But it looks like we're building a fairly large independent section, so I think we can set this guy aside for now. Hopefully in an area where the cats will not jump up and mess with it. And then we got oh, I see. Sorry there, minifigures. The time for this piece has come. Get it back out of the way. Okay, so we got this, we got this, we got the longest ones will be in this section. Only 2 of these needed, here and here. The rest, I suspect, will be very good. Cool. Love getting to use up some of these brown pieces. This is going to make for a lot less sifting down the stretch. Looking for specific pieces and such. Go. Okay, interesting. So now we get let's do this thing in the middle first. So it's right here. Plate on the other side, and then these guys so now on top piece on top of a 1x1 brick. Plus this. Plus this slope on top, and then it looks like a darker brown one. Go edge here. Looking for. There's going to be 2 of these, one on each side. Start on top piece, not a true 1x1 brick. Everything we need except brown slope. It's interesting that we're using a second color brown here. Whether that's an intentional design choice or if they just thought this is the best place to kind of hide the lack of color matching, because there's plenty of the light brown 1x1 slopes still available, so, and in fact, not having the easiest time locating the darker brown one. Sure it's in here though. As a reminder, we did already get the extra pieces, so the extra pieces are already mixed into this. Oh yeah, let's try something here. Oh. There it is. Found it. Well, we'll keep that technique on standby. I was just looking to spread out the pieces a little bit among a couple different trays. Then we could eliminate tray by tray. arches. Brick. And a plate. Right in the middle here, and then some of these stood on top pieces, of which there's like a quadrillion. Each of these slots. Okay. Go. And ooh, interesting. Okay. Buttons on the bottom. All right. And 1x6s above that. Okay. And then we need these guys and a window ledge, which we've used a bunch, but we still have some. So these go on here, and then around here. Is this connecting? How's this connecting? On all of them? Yep, okay, great. So that's going to make it a lot more secure as we're connecting this thing to these sides. That's good. Yeah, feels secure. These sections are still loose, but better. We don't have 5 independent structures in here now. Let's see. That fence piece goes right here. This is probably the landing of the stairs, maybe, I would guess. Two jumper. A whole ass brick up here. Leaving a gap. Interesting. Sits flush because of this. Then we've got another window. Yes, we do. And then on top of that, 1x1 brown tiles. Okay. Pretty interesting structure we've got going on here. Okay, we're making the bed now. Bed is looks like it's a stud narrower than the bed in the actual set, which is interesting. And instead of being a checkerboard pattern, is going to be six of the cyan and 4 of the green. So 3 and 2, 4 and 2, 4 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 4, 6 and 4. So instead of like a checkerboard, it's going to be green stripes at the top and bottom. I love this bed so much in the original set. This is going to be in keeping with the vibe. Let's see, we need a light gray 2x1 tile. How hard is that going to be to set our hands on? There's not very much of this gray left here. see the piece we're looking for. That's worrisome. Maybe it's not light gray. Maybe it's dark gray. That could be. That could be. Okay, we'll check that next after we restart our music yet again. Hey, welcome back, Arnob. Yeah, we've had a few instances where we thought that's what was happening, but so far we've always been wrong. So we'll see. I think this is probably an instance of me grabbing the wrong color. I would bet probably one in here. What we're looking for. Maybe a wedge. Not a wedge though. Yep. There we go. Okay. So then we've got these. That's not the right color. We need the greens. That's a lighter green, okay. So many different color variations in this set. That's not right either. Here's some cyan. But yeah, it's always like, you know, I'm always like, I don't know. I'm like, maybe I should go just get a, you know, a spare piece if it's something I think I have, and then like that's usually right when it turns back up. Such is the way of the Lego. Let's see, one more cyan. We got blue, we got lighter blue, we got lightest blue. Here we go. Okay. We'll use this trick. That didn't really work. It's worked for me before. And it'll look pretty even to me. I think we'll say that's good enough. I'm gonna flip this over and okay, get some legs onto this bad boy. Does this poke out past the end? Yeah, I think it does. Okay, interesting. So these pop out here. We are L tiles. We have 1 and 2, and then we need some roof slats here and. Those pieces were in the bed in the other one. Okay, here we go. And we've got the feet here. I really hope we add something on the other side to help stabilize this. I bet we will, though. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So there we go. Flip it back over. Thank you very much. I think I will. Got these guys. That jumper on top. Okay, goes right here. And then up here we've got these cute little detail pieces. It's been really cool. There's definitely some interesting choices. The way the building sits on the platform, connected by very few studs, is really interesting. A lot of the walls sit along top of a tile, but they feel pretty secure now. Let's see here. I can grab it. I guess you saw it a little bit on the when you stopped by before, but we'll just see here. So yeah, it feels secure now, but yeah, a lot of these walls are just like, let me see, yeah, here's an area where you can see they're like resting on top of tiles. So it was interesting the way that all worked. But I think it's looking pretty good now, especially with all the details and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely been interesting. You know, big shoes to fill as far as you know, competing with the original Blacksmith. Has like a ton of innovative build techniques. So you know, not really a direct one-to-one comparison, since it is a alternate build, you know, but it's definitely, you know, for being independently designed and being an alternate build, I've been really happy with it so far. Definitely $5 well spent, or whatever it was. Yeah, the Lego designers do a really good job of threading that needle, right? Of like having the build, you know, contain a lot of interesting techniques, but also, yeah, needing to have that sturdiness, especially because a lot, you know, I mean, there's a lot more sets now that are marketed directly to adults, but it's still a toy. Like, a lot of the builds are still meant to be played with first and foremost, so you gotta have that sturdiness to let the kids have their fun without smashing up their models every 2 minutes. Okay, it's a cute little bed, definitely. One stud wide, or narrower rather, than the other bed, so it's just a little different. Okay, and this is gonna go in here. Let's see, it looks like 2 studs are left and 1 over the line, so this is right here. Not gonna be a lot of headroom here. You gotta be careful sitting up in the morning here for sure. We got 1, 2. Is this? Yep, just 2 for now. Presumably those will go on the other side later as well, but probably have a step where you can actually visually see them. Okay. Yeah. So if you're resting in the bed here, your head is going to be like right. I mean, I guess this arch is probably not going to be on the other side. It wouldn't fit with the bed, but it's yeah, gonna be not a lot of headroom there. I mean, I'm just assuming that the build will continue out over this. But we'll see. Okay, so let's start working towards figuring that out right now. looks like we're gonna get another one of these structures. Both the same. But without its wedge on the very tippity top. It still gets a dark brown wedge. Wow, we found this one a lot faster than the last one. That's convenient. Goes to the far side. And then what in the middle we've got plate. Block. Plates. Stud nut on top pieces, but it looks like interesting. 3 of those. Were they supposed to be stud nut on top pieces in the previous assemblies of this? No. Okay, interesting. So I think that must mean the stud is to be facing in here, I think, based on what we're seeing in the instructions. I believe that to be correct. We can make an adjustment on the fly for that if it was a mistake, but it doesn't show the stud on on any of these 3 sides, and it calls for 3 of this piece and none of the regular 1x1 blocks, so I think that is correct. Put the stud on the inside there. Similarly, we're going to be inferring the directionality of these studs for a few things here. It should be in. So it calls for 5. This one wants it out. This one in. And one more out. Okay. And then, yeah, we're going to get another arch here, so I was right. I was right about covering up the head here. Brick here. Okay. Okay, there we go. And let's see here. These right here. These curves. Okay, that's going to connect up a lot of this stuff. Add a bit of strength. Very good. Okay, so brick here, same as on the other side. But then, I'm gonna get tiles here. Like so. This little dip is in the instructions. So, a 6 and then a 4. This one flush with this one. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, pretty well boxed in there. Maybe the blanket is really thick and the minifigure would be down a little lower underneath the blanket. Okay, this rest for a moment. We need these guys. And powering through these dark brown 2x1s. It is interesting how effective they are at using up a lot of similar pieces near to each other in the instructions. That definitely helps make it a you spend less time than you otherwise might just like digging through components, which is pretty nice. Whether that was an intentional choice or just a happy accident, maybe they, you know, I don't know what their strategy is for these builds. There we go. Slots down in there. And then we need some black studs here. 2, 3. Similar but not quite. There we go. 4, so 2 stacks of 2. These go held in between the 4 studs. Okay. Alright. Okay, now we're going to build our roof section. So some of the bigger sections here. 2 of these and 4 of these. You. Okay. And of 2x4s. Okay, so looks like this. This. Other side. And then 1, 2. 1, 2. I might have actually gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Potentially, but feels strong enough. Need to nitpick. Make these along the top. Okay. Alright. We get into some of our cool tiles here that we love so much from the original build. Let's see, we need some black tiles, 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's here, here, and here. Okay. Get out our blue stuff here. Let's see. I'm just going to dump out the blue stuff. Just a little off camera here. Be easy enough to grab it a piece at a time this way. Very, very similar to the main build. This is one of the iconic parts of the look of the set, so it makes sense to include it, especially if you had like multiple copies of this set and you were going to be displaying these all near each other. It definitely gives it a unified look. prone to carrying smudges. Yeah, I would say it's definitely designed to be visually very similar, which does, lead to stuff like this, where this is very similar. But I think there have been some interesting building techniques, like on the actual building part itself. I think there have been quite a few interesting choices made, so... Yeah, I mean, it's tough, right? You want to thread the needle. I mean, like, there's parts of the iconic look that you want to use, but this is definitely, I would say, seems like they were going for heavier on the similarity than perhaps some of the alternate builds have. Obviously, I'm working off a sample size of 1 here, plus just having seen, scrolled through a few pictures when we were deciding which one to do. But, it definitely seems like this one has some more similarities baked into it. But not upset about that exactly. Here, there's precious few. There we go. Go. Strength, not opposed. All of these guys with bits to make them flush here. So this rest on this side, it says, but how? Were we supposed to add more struts? Oh, these. Oh, I see. I have placed this in the wrong direction. That is why. So these struts stay on that side, and then this is going to connect to these in a way that I'm sure will be what do we think? On this or just next to it? I think on that makes sense that it would be. This is kind of tricky to connect. Makes sense that it would be. That's the point of this piece, is to have this sit flush. So looks like it's right as well from adding a loose connection. So add those. They fold down. Okay. There we go. So a little different than the other one, the way it's attached anyway. Okay, and then we're going to build up this top beam, it looks like, next. Lots of delicate stuff here. Okay. Got one long one, looks like 10 studs. This is 12 studs. studs. Six. On top. Interesting to just use up smaller pieces instead of we must need the 12s for something at some point. Okay, and then jumpers at the end. Looking for these half flat, half stud pieces. Not seeing them. Where are you, buddies? Uh-oh. What goes in the middle? 6x2. Got that. So, if not here, no, they wouldn't be here. Could we have used them erroneously at another point in the build? Certainly possible. Not in here. Possible we did just a bad job of sorting. Let's look under here. No. Two of them even. So it's not just... Oh. Where might have we used them? No. Oh, there's one. See, this must be here. We're just doing a bad job of locating it. Let's see. Pick up all the squares and square thing. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I didn't describe it super accurately. But yeah, that would have made sense. Maybe stuck up underneath something. But okay, we found it. So that was a lot of searching for something that was just literally just sitting. They were just sitting right there. Sitting right there. Couldn't see them, but okay. It's all good, because onward and upward. And they were even in the right place, too. Like the place we expected them to be. But that's the problem of sorting by color. I feel like sometimes I just get blinded by just a pile of brown, you know? Okay, so on one side we have ingots. Brown ingots. And then here, a bunch of these sort of quarter circle pieces, 6, and then 1 by 4 bars. So for these, there you go. Yeah, it's anything like that makes you start to doubt yourself. It's a bit of a mind effer. Feel like you're like, no, it has to be, and then you're, no, I don't know. And you're like, well, but surely I would have found it. So these 1 by 4s go underneath here, like so. Goes on top, so it's going to sit on top of these little stud stacks, presumably. Oop! Oh, golly. Okay. Pretty delicate. I would have liked something over top of this to secure it, but I guess with, but we could. Now, it's funny because if I just knew what pieces were going to be left over, I could move these stud stacks over by 1 and then have something right here to secure it. But this is a roof section. It'll be easy enough, I bet, to pop that up and make a change here if we... So I think, if you just slide these out a little, because as it stands currently, they're in the middle of these 4 studs, so it can't have a piece here to secure them. But I bet we'll be able to get one in there at some point. So build the ceiling for the other side. Use up even more of these buttes. Let's see, 1, 8, 2 10s. Okay, these are 10. That's also 10. That's also 10. 10. Oops. 6. Okay, we need that. Another 10. Oh, another 6. There's an 8. 1, 8, 2, 2. 4 by 4 over there. So let's see here, and 5 of those. Those will also be over there. Okay, so our longest one, 2. Longest one, 2. 4. 8. 6 and 6. You can definitely tell these roof sections are a different size by the hodgepodge nature of the brick size choices. Let's see. Almost 2. We'll probably break after we complete this section. Start to look for a good breaking point here. Let's see. Again, we need, no, I think this time it's 6. 6 black tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very distinctive shape, makes it easy to grab out here. 5, 6. Blue. Black. 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 That's black blues. Interesting. glue all along this row, the rest of this row. And we'll serpentine our way back with glue here and here. And then, just as with the original model with the short, make sure to get some of these grates in there where a tile is peeled away. These guys. Okay. A row of just blue. Standard blue, I guess I should say. I'm a little lightheaded from turning my head so much here. Take a drink of coffee, that'll really help. Okay. So other side here. Excuse me for just one moment. I'm going to grab a glass of water. Just not feeling it. Feeling a little weird all of a sudden, so I'm going to grab some water and stand up and just do a quick stretch here. Instantly feel better with a little water in me. Sorry for that. Probably need to get a little food in my belly here soon too. Another good reason to wrap up after this section. I always have a bad habit of I never feel hungry when I wake up, and I don't start noticing that I'm hungry until I'm really need to eat. It happens to me at work all the time too. Okay, so similarly to the other side, we're gonna have two little guys. I think these are gonna sit in these brackets the same way they do on the main model. Would be my guess. Make it so that you can access one section of this at least. Okay. So, too wide. Slot in this, right? Careful here. Our somewhat fragile roof. And these ones just. Yep. Okay, so it's these brackets rest on these. These are just for spacing and design purposes. So that pops on right there. Very good. And let's see about getting this secured up to the main model here before we break. It sits on there pretty tenuously. Okay. So before we end for the day, we'll just keep going for a little bit, and we want to get that attached to the main section, I think. And last time there was a pretty apparent, there was a time to stop that felt pretty apparent. This is pretty delicate. Pretty delicate little assembly here. Yep, this is going to go on right now. So let's clear ourselves a little room here. These. So, got our model like so. This wants to sit right here, so it's going to be attached by 4 studs only. So just like with the main model, this section will be able to pop off, so you can see the stuff on the inside. Don't know how often we will actually do that though, because it's quite a fair bit more delicate than the 4x4 of the main model. But nonetheless, it's cool that they you have the ability to do that even. Okay, so that sits on there. Let's see here. Cool. For this angle, looking pretty nice. Then we'll have our nice windmill tower coming up here. So, feels like we're making some good progress here. Let's just take a glance at the next step. Feels like this is probably... Oh, we have the rest of the chimney. The rest of the chimney would be a pretty good breaking point. Let's do this chimney section quick here. There's going to be a chimney on this side. You can see that in the picture. It kind of sticks up quite high from the top. Pretty neat. So let's try to do that. So let's see here. This is going to be its own section too, so we'll move this out of the way for now. Get ourselves a little more room to show off the build on camera. Go ahead and dump out our light grays here, since we're probably going to use a significant chunk of the remaining pieces here, I would think. The black 2x4. Chaw, there it is. Okay. Dark gray? Sure. Check this out too, why not? Dark gray, 2x4. These nice gradual slopes. Pepper in our sort of olive brick here, as we've been using this with the light gray throughout the build. Makes sense that it would be included as a visual foothold here. Unify the look of the color scheme. Light gray 3x1. And the light gray 1x1. We've used up a bunch of these. It's a pretty easy color to spot. Okay. 1x1 brick of olive. I guess this is the color we were mostly using in the in the light gray part, not this one. This is when I did this well. That does not go on there yet. No, no, no. We've got another layer to do first. Okay, so this plus a wedge, dark gray wedge. Need 2 of those. And this is cool, where the chimney builds back outwards, thickens again. Interesting look for it. It's kind of wobbly. It's kind of like a Miyazaki wobble almost to it. There's one wedge. Helps push that angle back out. We just need one more of those. Here. There we go. Okay, so then this goes here. And then attached to one stud each. This is going to continue to build back out. Very cool. This one right through here. Everything flush and secure. We've got another one right through here. Brick, stud not on top, with a tile jumped, and brick on the other side. This is still very unsecure. I'm sure we'll get it soon enough. There we go. Wait, this is a separate section. Okay. Set that wobbler down for a second. And let's see here. 2 bricks. To this. My goodness. So insecure. Okay. Get these. The longer wedges. Facing up. Those on top of these. Put this facing up on top of these. They're just straight up brick stacked, and then brick, 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 brick. Okay. Top all around. We are using up a lot of gray here. A lot of gray. Okay. There we go. So let's back smaller. We've got this stuff's all gonna be in. No. It's this color. Okay. I thought it was like orange for a second, but I think it's tan color here. Kind of interesting. Reintroducing like a wood color back at the top here, but brown smokestacks, and then these probably are in here, huh? Some caps. Just regular cones. put them in here? I don't think so. Getting a little chaotic dumping pieces at the last second, but did find what we were looking for. Okay, these little smokestack caps. 1 and 2. Okay. And this connects to this, and this is going to hold this stuff in place. Woo-hoo! Woo! Caught it with my hoodie. Alright, this is a delicate thing, too. That is a lot of weight to put on the 4 studs there. Okay. And then one more little section before we wrap here. We've got... Good thing we dumped out this black pieces. We need them here. Got another 2x3, or is it one of the like 4 pieces I didn't dump out? Yeah, of course. Okay. Here we go. Got our bar. Smaller C-clips hold it in the middle. Why not use up a couple more of these dark brown 2x1s. One on top and one on bottom. And we got mini roof section here. It's kind of similar to the main build too. It's got like those little mini sections that hang out over the awning. Oh, okay. These don't go down though; they go up. That's interesting. If we had 4x1s, I bet they would have used 4x1s here, but they sacrificed the symmetry of this being down because we need to get some C-clips going here. Let's see. Vertical C-clips. One more. Oh, that's a horizontal one. I'll just set that aside so I don't keep trying to grab it. Another wrong kind of C-clip. Just keep filtering them out and we'll find it eventually here, right? There we go. Got it. So these C-clips, one on each side. Flip this bad boy over, and we're going to get a little, so mini under arches here. We have like so. Side. There we go. And that is going to connect right here. Okay, so just looks like, yeah, oriented back here so that this sits more or less flush. Little gap, but looks pretty good. And that's gonna sit here. Okay, so let me re-put away some stuff here. I'm gonna need to do this after the stream anyway, so but we need to clear a little room so that we can see the chimney get attached on camera. I think we want that moment to be looking good. Black pieces put back away. gray pieces I think are low enough now that they can probably just all go into one container here. There's very few of both of these colors left. We're probably past the part of the build that's really using them anyway. Okay. Alright. Area cleared here. Slide that back over. Orient it to where this is going to be nice and visible. Okay. There we go. Oh, this is going to be so delicate. These attached to these two studs. That's it. That's it holding it on. Wow, this is going to be so delicate. Alright, let's see. Let's fold that up all the way. Wow. These kind of help brace it, but not really. Wow, this is astoundingly delicate. Angle of this is limited at how sharp it can be. That is truly berserk. It's so incredibly delicate. Is there not room to have... I have to... I wonder if we can get these in here. No, these are too tall, right? These are too high. Yeah, that doesn't work. Oops. Why did you just knock off? Oh my gosh. Destroying everything now. If we could get... No, see, because that... Why is it like this? Why are these here instead of blocks that could help? Okay, so now we have two things we want to change. We want to add our strength here. Yeah, right? Like something, studs not on top here that connect into these or something. I mean, maybe... Nope, we're just on to the next section. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, that is... I mean, it looks really cool, but... Ooh, Nelly, that is way more delicate than anything that we would normally have. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, okay, so I'd like to... There's a part in the roof we'd like to strengthen, and we'd like to remove these tiles and add 1x1 blocks in there. I mean, we'll see what pieces we have left over. I would like to only use pieces from the set if possible, but I don't know. I don't see a reason why you couldn't just have blocks there. Let's just try it and see how much stronger it feels. If it feels significantly stronger, what are we likely to have extra of? I don't know. Probably not. We probably need these brown ones, but... I mean, the color there is kind of awkward too, because then you've got a wood color in the middle of... I mean, that's already so much stronger. That's more delicate than the chimney now. Okay, well, we're gonna continue to build through the build in following the instructions. But yeah, I mean, that even just those two extra studs of connection make a big difference, especially having all this free-floating weight at the top. I mean, it looks really cool. It's very like Howl's Moving Castle. But we'll see. We'll see. Right. Well, I think we are going to break here for today. We will be back to, I guess, let me put this back to how it goes, I guess. Oh my goodness. This is... Even this whole thing is... That is a long section to be not connected at all. We're breaking everything trying to get these pieces out. Yeah, if we have any of these 1x1 blocks left over, I mean anything would help. I cannot fathom why these are here. It's very strange way of doing things. Makes me think we're going to run out of all our 1x1 blocks. I mean, it does sit on there, like as a display piece. It's going to work. Let's hold it up to the camera one more time. I mean, it's a very cool look. I like that it gets wider again and pokes back out, but very, very interesting. Very interesting. We lost our barrel swords. All right. Well, yeah, thank you so much for joining this week. Thank you so much for watching the video, watching the stream. We'll be back next week, right? On the 20th? Yeah. Shouldn't have any conflicts. We should be back on the 20th to probably finish this. I think we will try to push through to finish one more section, the tower, and then the windmill itself. I think we'll be able to get that done in one more session. So that'll be our goal. And then from there, we'll break into one of these big sets. Either the Lion's Night Cat. We actually might do a... We'll think about it. But one more session of this one. Have a good week, Arnav. Thank you for watching. And anyone else watching, we appreciate you. And yeah, let's get our outro music going here. And we'll see you next time.